I think one of the struggles that we come across as people with chronic illness is that we have these desires, these things that I spent years getting my education to be a teacher. And then suddenly I found myself in a situation where my body was not going to let me do what I needed to and what I had trained for. And so I had to transition. I had to work with teens in a way that I physically could do it. So that was basically my journey, is that my body gave me a hard stop and I had no choice but to change.
While you were coming to terms with your doctor saying you cannot keep doing this, that was heart-wrenching. And that's why we brought it up in our podcast before. Sometimes when you are living with a chronic illness, you might have to make some pretty massive changes in your life. And one of those might be a complete shift in your career. And it's turned out to be a huge blessing for you. But that right there is an example, and why we bring it up, that when you advocate for yourself, sometimes that means you have to change something you've been doing that you love. I mean, when you think of advocating, sometimes you think of like, well, I don't want to do that, or I can't do that, or whatever. But this is something you wanted and you loved and you were so good at it, and you had to shift. And I love that you were flexible enough to do that. But that was a heart-wrenching time for you, I remember.